Hi guys. So this is going to be the exercise routine for this week. Basically over the 6 to 8 weeks that we're going to be doing this, the exercises will get harder, they'll get a little bit faster, but at the beginning we're just going to take it nice and easy and work on the main spots for riders, which are here, the hip flexors, the obliques on our sides, and also the hamstrings at the back of our legs. So those are the main sort of tight areas that riders get. So if we can work on those, it's going to make it a lot easier when you get back on your horse and start riding again. All the way through the exercises, we're going to keep plodding on through them, and it's called active recovery. So we're not actually stopping, pausing, having a break. We're just going to keep moving through all the exercises gradually. The good thing about this is I have my little assistant with me here, Matthew. Say hi.
Hi.
So he's going to be doing it with me, so you can have an idea of, yes, I'm doing it, but he's doing it as well. So if you have any difficulties, it's okay. Just go with what you can do at the present time. If you have any reasons that you want to do an easier option, just message me and I'll give you an easier option. But hopefully you'll be able to crack on through these. You're all riders, you're all strong people. The good thing is, I'll be doing it with you, so every day I'll be working on this as well, and we'll get through it together. So we're going to start with the basic stretch that we did last time that I've shown you on the little videos. And to start with that, we're going to stand up. Okay, are we ready? We're going to have feet shoulder width apart, stood onto our feet facing forward. And we're going to go down into squat, so hands together in front. We're going to go down into squat, elbows on the inside of the knees, push the legs open. From there we're going to walk forward into plank, and then we're going to bring foot to hand, stretch back behind, come down again, replace foot, change foot to hand, stretch behind, back. And then keeping our legs straight, we're then going to walk our hands back up. Again, legs straight, and just roll that body up. So that's one. So we're going to do that 5 times. So I'm going to work through this a little bit quicker, but you just do it at your own pace. Ready? So into squat, elbows open. Whoops. And you can see from Matthew, it's not as easy as it looks. So foot forward, stretch behind, replace hand, change legs, stretch behind, straight legs, walking hands up, and then roll up. 2. So Matthew's having issues with his horse rug because we ran out of maths. And remember to keep breathing through all of these as well. And roll up. So 3, 2 more, ready? Down, push, walk forward, 1 leg behind, change legs, walking hands up, keeping legs straight, roll up. 1 more, that's good. Okay, so that's basically our warm-up. So 5 of those, we should all be nice and loosened off. You feeling good?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to step it up a little bit. We're going to do bums and legs, the strength areas for riding horses. So this one, we're going to do 10 of these, and we're going to go into squat position. Okay, and I want you to hold it. With the squat position, if you you don't want to go too deep, then about this kind of position is good. Or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, go further down. And basically what we're going to do is a square. And we're going to go forward, tap, tap, out, tap, tap, behind, tap, tap. That's one. Two. Three. Come this way. Four. Five. So remember, keep your upper body as still as you can. Get those muscles working in the legs, the hips, the bottom. I've lost count now. Number 6. Okay, 7. And if you get a little tired, that's okay. 8. Just come up a little bit. 9. One more. 10. Okay. How are you feeling?
I'm almost a bit out of control.
That's okay. Okay. So, from there, we're going to do legs again apart. And we're going to do what's called triangle walk. So we're going to walk. Is that far enough?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see in a minute. So feet a little bit more than shoulder width. And we're going to walk with our hands down one leg, keeping the legs straight. Then you're going to walk across to the other leg and back up. Okay, so keeping that core tight, keeping the balance, and then back down that side. So that's 2. We're going to do 10 of these. 3. 4. I'll show you from the side. 5. 6. And again, if you want to go wider for more stretch. 7. You right there, Matthew?
Yeah. I like the split.
8. That's good. 9.
And that's the one.
And 10. Okay? Keep knocking. So, going back into that same position, now we've stretched off those hamstrings on the back, we're going to stretch off the inner thighs here. So we're going to put the weight over one leg, making sure your knee is over your toes, and just let that other thigh stretch. You're right there, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're just going to hold that for the count of 4 in and 4 out. And then we're going to change legs. So over, knee over toes. Just let that stretch there. And then back over the other side. So we're just going to do those twice. And then change sides. Good. Okay. Now we're going to go on to step lunges. So this is going to really stretch off the hip flexors, which is one of the, again, tight spots for riders. So, step onto your foot. So again, knee over the toes, leg behind. And we're going to stretch up as far as we can, straight. Hold for about 5-10 seconds, depending on how much flexibility you have. push yourself back up, step forward, step back with the other leg. Again, you want to kind of that angle. And again, we're going to stretch up. And do what you find comfortable. Don't go to the point of it being uncomfortable, but we do want a little bit of pull there, otherwise we're not gaining anything. You okay there?
There's 10.
Okay, and then we're going to do those again. And this is really good for balance as well. And stretch up and stretch back a little bit if you can. And that really opens up those flexors even more. One more on the other side. Good. So doing about 5 of those is enough at the moment till our body gets used to doing all these and we stretch off a little bit more. So from here now we're going to go into introducing a little bit more core into our bums and legs. So the next one is the bridge. Now if you want to do it that way, Matthew, so people can see a different way. So that's it, lie down. And you want your feet sort of in line with your hips. Nice angle. I'll show you from the other angle as well. Hands flat on the floor, and we're going to lift up. And we want to feel that the hips come right up, so we have a nice straight line through your body. And you're going to hold that for the count of 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down again. I'll show you from the side as well. Okay, so ready? We're going up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down and up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the 3. So making sure both hips stay level. Okay. So if you find those difficult, just do 5. If you find them quite easy, do 10. So with those bridge raisers, start at 5, aim for 10, and if you can, I want to see you do 20, okay, because those are really good for the body. Next part, we're going to do what we call leg raisers with the towels. Now, if anybody has spare of these, we're going to use these. If not, we have one of these, a towel, which we can use. So get your equipment out. And as you progress, we're going to use a book. Some nice little books that we'll use as props as well. To begin with though, we're going to use the toilet roll. But with the towel at the moment, we can use it just to put it behind our heads. So I'm going to do this one sideways, but Matthew, you do it in the normal way. Okay? So what we're going to do, I'll move to there so I don't hit you in the face. So we're going to start off lying with your head on the pillow, on the towel. Toilet roll then comes up to our feet. We put said toilet roll between feet and we go down, back up, get your toilet roll behind your head. Back to your feet, back down, back up. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. And then if you want to try with said book, again, this time you have to grip a little firmer with the legs. So think about squishing your heels together. Okay, and we go down, up, behind. Two, three, four, five. So that's your 10. Are you okay over there?
Yeah.
With a lot of grunting going on then. Okay. So from there then, your core should now be pretty much in tune with your rest of your body. So we're going to go from there now into a plank. So we're going to start off with arms straight. So into plank. So when we do plank, we have to think about keeping our back and our head straight. Don't have your bottom too high, don't have it too low. Just think about where that core engages. So from your plank, you're then going to go down onto your elbows one at a time. And we'll go 1, up. Okay, that's 1. Down. 2. So we go down on opposite elbows each time. 3. 4. 5. We're going for 6. And then 7. 8. 9. And 10. So that's now introduced to the core muscles, shoulders and arms. So we don't want to overwork the arms. We're quite strong as riders as it is, so we don't want to overwork them, but we want to still keep them used. So the last one that we're going to look at is what we call chair dips. So we have our chairs here, and Matthew, if you want to get on your chair. Okay, we'll show you from this position first. So you're going to bring your feet out so that legs are straight. In fact, come out a little bit further like that. Bottom off the chair, that's cheating. So arms on the chair there. And we're just going to go dip. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I'll show you from the side so you can see where I'm putting my body. I get somewhere from the chair. Okay, you can keep yours there, mate. So I'm bringing my feet up to here, and I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you find that too difficult, just bring your feet back in a little bit and just go down to here. But as again, we're all strong. We know how to ride horses, we've got strong arms. Challenge yourself. So now we're just going to think now about just finishing off and stretching more than anything. So the first one that we're going to look at is basically rolling yourself down to the floor. So we're going to stand back up, just let your body just completely relax and drop the head first, then your shoulders down. Just as long as let it all hang. And then take a breath in, roll up, big breath in, and reach up. Do the same again 3 times. So roll down, breath in, nice big stretch up. One more, okay? So roll it down, and then roll up, breathe in, reaching up as high as you can, get everything stretched off. How's that feeling?
Good.
Good, okay.
Feel like worn out now.
So the next one that I want to show you is what we call an elbow stretch. So I'm going to go over to the wall and demonstrate, but if you've got a door frame or something like that, it does exactly the same thing. Against the wall, keeping your body straight and just push forward. And that will really open up the shoulder blades. So from this side here, and we just lean forward and it pushes the arm back. So this way. Quite a nice stretch that one. Do you want to have a go? So stand here. That's it, almost it, that's it. Not too far. Over there, push your body forward. There you go. Can you feel that here? Okay, change arms. That's it, over here. Bend your elbow. Keep your body straight. Okay. So 2 good stretches here should be enough to open up those shoulders. So the next one that we're going to have is a nice quad stretch. So onto one leg, grab your ankle, behind, keeping the knees together. So balance as you want. I like to keep my hand out forward and really pull the ankle up towards your bottom, hips forward. I'll just show you from this side as well. So ankle, knees together, hips forward and balance there. So really feel that foot comes up and stretch and then change feet. So grab behind. Keep your knees together, bud. That's a nice stretch there. One more on the other side. So again, think forwards. So grab the ankle. And if you want to, you can actually do it with 2 hands if you're flexible. So grab, grab, and lift up. Same the other leg. Keeping those knees together. What can happen is that you tend to cheat and we bring our legs out to the side. Just keep knees together. Okay. Okay, so next stretch that we're going to do is to stretch off the hips and round the bum. So we're going to lie down on the floor. We can use our rolled up towel just to rest our heads on. Okay, so we can put our head down. And we're going to have knees bent. Okay, one leg crosses over, hand onto your knee, and just come across to the side. And we're going to hold it for 3 breaths in. And if we can, look in the opposite direction. So at the moment, Matthew's got a bit of a cheat going on here because he needs to put his legs that way. That way. That's it. So it stretches off in here. Okay. Make sure your shoulders stay flat on the board. And then we're going to come back up. I'm going to change legs. So crossing over. Hand onto the knee. Just gently let it cross over. Again, keep the shoulders on the floor. And think of a breath of 3. 1, 2, 3. You okay there, buddy? Okay, once more the other way. I'm on a slight hill here, so it's a little bit more difficult. Okay, bring that across. Look in the opposite direction to what your legs are. And you should really feel this here now. Good stretch off. Okay, and then we're going to swap legs. Bring those across. So this is also stretching off the spine and the lower back, looking in the opposite direction, which is really nice at the moment in the sunshine. And then back up.
Mine's going to a different colour now. I feel like you in blue.
Good. Last one now is going to be child's pose. So those of you who do yoga will know what this is. And basically we're going to sit onto our heels. Keep your knees apart and it'll just help to open up here. And go down onto the floor, bring your hands forward and then just rest your forehead on the mat. The more that you can reach forward, the more it's going to stretch off your back, your shoulders and open up those hip flexors. It's hurting. Don't go so low then. Bring your elbows into here. Okay, and then just rest your head down. Is that better? So for me, I like to go for a little bit more of a stretch, so I'm going here. And then just take a few nice deep breaths in and then out. And if anybody's fallen asleep by now, this is a good pose to be in, like the dog. Okay? So there's week 1. So challenge yourself, see how far you can push, and let's get some of those videos of you doing it. Get it doing with your kids, husbands, wives, anybody. The more the merrier. And we'll see you all next week.